I've been using the Canon 10-18mm lens for about a year now, so in this video I'd like to give my thoughts, my impressions, and what I like and don't like about this lens. It's really getting long now. Before I say anything about this lens, I just want to let you guys know that this is not an in-depth review. If you like in-depth reviews, don't watch this video. So with that out of the way, the first thing I want to talk about is why wide angle? Wide angle lenses provide you a really unique perspective, and that is achieved by allowing you to capture more of the environment that you are shooting in. That's why you see a lot of landscape photos, real estate photos, and things of that nature are shot with wide angle lenses because it allows you to see more of what is happening in the photo. Wide angle lenses are also a pretty popular option for vlogging, if not a staple, because they allow you to capture not only your face, it also allows you to capture your environment, gives more of a immersive feel to the viewers who are watching. Okay, so we've already gone through those. Now let's talk about the lens. This is the Canon 10-18mm. It is a ultra wide angle lens and it is designed for aps-c size sensor cameras. The first thing I want to talk about this lens is its build quality. This lens is mostly made out of a plastic material, but that doesn't mean that it feels very cheap. The buttons, the zoom, and focusing ring are all very, I guess, fine to operate. I don't really have any problems with them, so I'm not going to comment much. Next, weather sealing. This lens is not weather sealed, so don't go in the rain and get this lens wet, okay? Just don't do that. This lens has a plastic mount, and for a 200 something lens, it's not that bad, but just be careful when putting it in and out of your camera. Next thing I want to talk about is image stabilization. Yes, the Canon 10-18mm lens does include image stabilization. This is perfect for vloggers who talk a lot while walking or have a lot of shake in their shot, because this lens does actually a pretty decent job in smoothing out those jitters. Next up on the list is, I need to stop waving this thing around. Next up on the list is autofocus. The Canon 10-18mm lens has Canon's new STM autofocus motor, so it's pretty quiet and accurate while taking focus. Sadly, my camera does not have video autofocus, so if you're looking for samples of that, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to look with someone with a better camera. The next thing I want to talk about is image quality. Now, I'm not much of a pixel peeper myself. I don't really care how my image looks at 500% scale, but I can say that this is one of the sharpest aps-c lenses that you can get right now. The next thing I want to talk about with regards to this lens is the things that I don't like. The Canon 10-18mm has some pretty bad low light performance. It's a variable aperture lens. Its maximum aperture at 10mm is f4.5 and the maximum aperture at 18mm is f5.6. So it's not gonna let a lot of light into the lens. But aside from the terrible low light performance, I don't really have any other problems with this lens. So who is this lens for? I'd say this lens is a pretty good option for people who are starting to vlog or for people who just want to have a lightweight setup. If you had a bigger budget though, I'd recommend getting the Tokina 11-16mm. I don't have it, but it has a constant aperture of f2.8, so it's gonna give you great results in low light. That's all for today's video, but before you go, what's your favorite lens that you have in your arsenal? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel. I upload every other week on Monday or Sunday. But until then, keep safe and I'll see you guys in the next one.